Coach, I think Clinton-Graceville deserved to win that one. He says, we told their coaches they deserved to win that one, but you don't always win when you deserve to.
No, we don't. Clinton, got to give them all the credit in the world. They played a very tremendous game yesterday. My voice, if you can't tell, is just a little bit hoarse from the hollering, but yes, at the end of the game, went out there and Dick said, you guys deserve to win. And I agreed with him, but give our kids credit too. They didn't give up. Our backs were to the wall, and we had some big plays on defense, some good defensive struggles down there close to the goal line, some key interception at the end, some good offensive plays, some tough defense, but Clinton, bar none, has a good team.
Yeah, they've given you as good a battle as anybody, I think, this year, and you're right. It says a lot about your team when a team plays the way Clinton did and can't win. The Comets found a way to win, and you have, again, that explosive ability to never be out of a ball game. Coach Risbrew and I talked about that yesterday prior to the game, and here you were down 2 touchdowns with half a quarter to play, and your guys came back, and again, it was a big 4th down pass play to David Folden, and I love that slant pass. You get a guy like that with speed, you hit him in the seam, and nobody's going to get him.
Yeah, we kind of sent Folden out there on a twin left, and he come in slant towards the inside, got the ball, and went down for 35 yards. I mean, that was, and with his breakaway speed, boy, I tell you, it's tough to go man-to-man on him and get a hand on him. He's really quick, and it's really fun to watch him once he gets the ball in the open field. At the same time, when looking at the stats here, that Tom Skog, if he is in the back, he carried the ball against us yesterday for, 37 times for 133 yards against us. Even though when we had scouted Clinton, we knew their formation, unbalanced left. You know who's going to get the ball. You know about where he's going, but yet he's a tremendous back. He comes right straight at you. You have to stop him. If you don't tackle him clean and have 2-3 guys to help back you up, he's going to just keep on going and keep on going. Very durable back.
Is he the best back you've seen this year?
Well, he between him and Lindquist, I don't know. Lindquist from Ashby, he's another good back. They run, I think, in comparison, they both have very much the same type style of running. They're big, about 6'1", 6'2", and about 190, 200 pounds apiece, the two guys, and not real fast moves, but very hard moves, and very straightforward, but they're very durable backs.
What impressed me about Skog, too, was the way he played defense. I mean, not only did he run the ball hard, but he was a tremendous linebacker.
Well, on that 5-1 defense, Skog plays the middle linebacker on there, and with his speed, he is all over the field. He's all over the field on the dives, the powers, the sweeps, the pass plays. He's all over the field. So it's tough to end up and try and key a guy or put him on him because he is all over the place. He can shed blockers. Very, very strong on defense.
A couple of times you had that split-end screen set up to Evan Newman, and he would get around his first man, but by the time it took him to get around him, Skog was there to make sure he got no further.
Right there, yeah, very quick. So our running game, we really had a tough time running. We scrimmaged, during the scouting that we had, we scrimmaged against their offense and defense against my JV, and even though we had a good idea what they were going to run at us, we just could not really get the ball going there, yesterday during the game. We really struggled. And really, I don't think we started to really get going until midway or later part in the third quarter. Before we actually, you could kind of say we woke up. Earlier you said our backs were to the wall 20-7, and we got a big play when we needed it. But I think before that big offensive play, the defense sparked the offense. We had a big defensive stand there, and that was a must play for the defense. and give them credit. The first half on defense, we come with a 4-man front, and at halftime, we said, boy, that unbalanced line, they were going left, most of the time. We just could not stop that. So at halftime, Coach said that, we're going to try it for our 5-man line. And they will take Ryan Erkenbrack off from the linebacker and put him out at the one tackle. We'll put him on the line and see how that goes, and kind of go to a 5-1-3, like Clinton did. And it really started to help. It really started to help, and then we switched him from tackle and switched him to end, and we switched one of the tackle. We switched Michael from the one end over to the tackle position and put, Scott from his position back to end. We tried to make some defensive adjustments to try to counter the running and that consistent running that Clinton had against us. So it was, we're constantly trying to make some kind of adjustments. How can we stop this Clinton offense? It was a tough day for us. It was a real tough day, and actually a game that we really needed as well. So when we would shut them off going to the left, they'd end up and do a little quarterback sneak, or right to the right side. If our tackle would line straight up over center, he'd just find that little seam, and it just left the center and the tackle man to man, and he'd just go right through the, right through the seam, and he had, he could get 4 or 5 yards out of that.
Yep.
So it was tough.
And Ballhagen threw the ball very well.
Excellent passer.
Yeah.
Excellent passer. When he would go out, and that Corey Seifert, that was their right tight end, Corey Seifert, at number 86, Corey Seifert. Excellent receiver as well. Our defense really struggled on the pass coverage. It really struggled yesterday. But we got that one big pass deflection by Evan in the end zone. He was so wide open, and I don't know what part of his hand or body he hit that ball with, his fingernail, if nothing else, to deflect that ball late in that fourth quarter.
You had a few plays like that yesterday that were savers for you.
Yep.
Just a great win for the Comets to come from 20 to 7 down in that fourth quarter, a fourth down touchdown pass, and then again the defense coming up with some huge stands twice. Well, you took over on your own 1-yard line early in the half, and then on that Clinton-Graceville drive toward the end of the game after your failed onside kickoff, you held them and took over on the 10-yard line, and that's where you started your game-winning scoring drive. But I was a little surprised at the decision to go onside kick with that much time left.
I guess I really didn't realize that was going to happen myself. But yet it really didn't surprise me knowing Dick. Dick is he's not afraid to gamble a little bit, so to say. He's aggressive. Dick was so focused all week on trying to win this game that I think he was willing to take the chance and put the pressure back on the defense. I think he had enough faith in the defense to take that chance, so considering the position that it would be in. So, and the defense, didn't fail, so came up big again. And that interception that Dave Folden had, oh boy, that was just super. We look at the tackles that we had here as a team. They were quite balanced through 6 of our guys, and with Newman, Pacone, Nordland, Levang, Boster, and Ryan Erkenbrack, they were all relatively even and balanced through their tackles. So that we picked up the pace, but that first half, we were really totally outplayed in that whole first half. Got to really give them the credit. You look at the stats, they had Clinton had 16 first downs to our 9, and the total yards was 298 to 263. So.
And the amazing stat to me was 73 snaps I had the Wolverines for and 45 for the Comets. That's quite a difference.
Yeah, I had 75-44, but same difference.
Pretty close.
Yeah, same difference. That was amazing in itself. But one big thing that over the week before that I really look at as a big turnaround for us was our penalties. We only had one penalty this week, or in our game yesterday compared to last week's game against Ashby. We had 11 penalties in that game, and that was such an emotional up and down game last week. It was really hard. About the time you think, well, you're in a good groove here, you can kind of relax just maybe a little bit. Ashby come back strong and just stuck it to you. And if we have to meet Ashby again in the playoffs somewhere, we better be ready because Ashby has a very good team.
Good possibility, too.
Oh, yes, there is.
Now, you've got Chicago, Alberta coming up next week. They beat Wheaton last night. You wanted that to happen because now you're in a situation where a win over Chicago, Alberta will not only give you that victory over the number one team in the state, but it also gives you a share of the Pheasant Conference title.
It would be nice if we could end up and beat them next week. They had a tough game last night against Wheaton. As listeners probably already heard that they beat Wheaton 27-24, and I was talking with Coach Link here just a little bit earlier, and he was saying that was a very good, hard-hitting game. So he thinks that we'll be able to match up pretty good with Chicago, and I hope so. And I really hope that our guys, and say guys, if you're listening to this morning, let's get this game. But we have to be a little bit more aggressive than what we have been the last 2 weeks. And even though our penalty minutes were really down, that says one thing, that our concentration on the line, the snaps and that type of thing, and holding that type, we are concentrating more that way. So that is really good. But our defense really has to pick up. Really has to pick up a little bit more. We're really lacking. We were just really not into it. Really the first half of the game yesterday, but we really started to pick it up late in the third, and in the fourth quarter we played quite aggressive. But yet Clinton, they stuck it to us. They really did, and I really give them a lot of credit.
3 o'clock kickoff at the Hillcrest Lutheran Academy field on Wednesday when Chicago, Alberta comes to town. And we'll look forward to that, Dean. You're playing for a high seed also in Section 4. So
yes, and hopefully that if we could get that good win over Chicago, that we could have a playoff game on our home field, and that'd be real good, because it's been, I think, since we've only had one playoff game since that field was put in.
Really?
I believe so. That was against Pillager or Nevis. Well, that's been quite a while ago. I think that's the only playoff game that we've had on our field. So it would really be nice to have another one and come back with a victory. And like some of the guys have asked me, boy, it would be great to get to the Dome. But I said, yes, it would be, guys. I said, but we have to take that one game at a time.
That's right.
And we prepare for one game and take it as it comes. So hopefully for the victory Wednesday against Chicago, we'll get a good seed, and hopefully home game as well. So.
All right. Sounds good, Dean.
All right. Thanks
for coming in.
Yeah, you bet.
Dean Erkenbrack from Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, assistant to Richard Risbroot, as the Comets won yesterday 21-20 over Clinton-Graceville. We'll take a break. We'll come back and talk some swimming with Tom Uvis.